Hello, welcome you back for the session on the fluid power systems. In the fluid power systems, that is especially what we are discussing is with respect to the effect of the temperature and as well as the pressure with respect to the hydraulic fluids. The hydraulic fluids that is too viscous generates more friction and heat and usually causes a high pressure drop, sluggish in operation, low mechanical efficiency and high power consumption. On the other hand, low viscous fluids permits the efficient low drag operation but tends to increase wear and reduces the volumetric efficiency of and also promotes the leakages. See, this is another drawback with respect to the what we can say the low viscous fluids. Next part is with respect to the function of the seal. As we know that the system, either it may be a reciprocatory system or it may be a rotary system, sealing is a major factor normally which is to be there and which is to be which gives or which provides a major thing is nothing but the leakage in the system. Even this leakage, either it may be an internal leakage or it may be external leakage. To avoid this leakage, a seal is a must. Seals are used in a hydraulic system to prevent the excessive leakages, either it may be internal leakages or it may be the external leakage, and keep out the contamination. And also it serves as a major functions to prevent the dust and other particles from entering into the system and also maintaining the pressure. And the another major function of the seal is it enhances the service life and reliability of the hydraulic systems. Now, the seal is an agent which prevents the leakage of the oil from the hydraulic elements and protects the system from the dust and as well as the dirts. The major function of the seal is to maintain the pressure and prevent the losses of the fluid from the system by the leakages. Either these leakages may be a internal leakages or it may be a external leakages. Because of these leakages, there may be a chances of a contamination in the system and also by which the reducing the life of the fluid and also the functional reliability the overall reduces. Hence, the service life and reliability of the hydraulic system to be increased, by which the seal is a major element and also where it prevents us the so many elements like either it may be a dust or it may be a dirt or it may be a leakages. Even in this seals, if the seal is not perfect, the leakages will happen. These leakages, either it may be a internal leakages or it may be the external leakages. If the leakages is a internal leakages, this occurs in the hydraulic component built with the operating clearance. The moving parts need to be lubricated and the leakage path may be designed solely for this purpose. The internal leakage does not cause us any loss of the fluid because the same fluid is returning into the reservoir and the same it can be used for the further operations. But here in the case of the external leakages, the, the leakage will be a loss to the a fluid system. In continuation with respect to the internal leakages, this leakages increases the clearance between the mating parts due to the wear and tear in the reciprocatory or it may be a rotary systems. If the entire system leakage becomes large enough, the actuator do not operate properly, or indirectly what we can say, the efficiency of the system will decreases. The external leakage. External leakage represents the loss of the fluid from the system. It also represents the hazardous or it may be a injurious or it may be a improper assembly with respect to the pipe fittings, or it may be the hoses which has been used for joining the linkages, or it may be a connecting elements. The over tightened fittings may become a damage, or a vibrations can cause properly tightened fittings to become loose, or the failure to connect the drain lines, excessive operating pressures, and the contamination might cause us the fluid to be externally leak. See, these are all some of the causes for the external leakage in the system. If there is a external leakage in the system, means the two major factors normally what we are facing is, one is the loss of oil, and also the hazardous, as we know that the systems are working at high temperatures and as well as the high pressures, that it may be a hazardous, or it may be a catastrophic failure of the system itself. The next one, the classification of the hydraulic seals. The hydraulic seals are classified as follows. The seals are classified into two types, the positive seals and as well as the non-positive seals. The positive seals prevents even a minute amount of the oil from getting lost. The positive seal does not allow any leakage whatsoever. But non-positive seals allows a small amount of internal leakages, such as the clearance of the piston, to provide a lubrication in the system, or it may be to maintain a lubricity with the moving parts. See, most of the piston and cylinders what we are using comes under the category of a non-positive sealings, and if the positive sealings are also having a major applications where the leak proof or there should not be any leakages is required. In such cases we are using the positive seals. Next, according to the relative motion exhibiting between the seal and other parts, even here also it has been classified into two types. One is a static seal, the another one is a dynamic seals. See, these are used between the mating parts that do not move relative to one another. Typical examples are the flange gaskets or the seals, O-rings, etc. These are relatively simple. They are especially a non-wearing and unusually trouble-free if assembled properly. The next one is nothing but the dynamic seals. The dynamic seals are assembled between the mating parts that moves relatively to each other. Hence, the dynamic seals are subjected to wear and tear because of one of the mating part rubs against the another part, which is nothing but against the seal only. For that reason only, the dynamic seals are having a major wear and tear when compared to the static seals. The next part is with respect to the different types of seals, which is based on the cross section. The first one what we are discussing is with respect to the O-ring. O-ring is a most commonly used seal for the hydraulic systems. It is molded by a synthetic rubber seals that has a round in cross section in its free state. O-ring can be used for the most of the static and as well as the dynamic conditions. It gives a effective sealing through a wide range of pressures and as well as temperatures and even the movements. See, the schematic diagram shows the O-ring sealings. The O-ring sealings, as we know that the cross section is also circular, and even it also looks like a circular one. For that reason only it is called as the O-rings.